it would help if I have my microphone unmuted. Hello and welcome back to the finale of the story. It's a thing. Some background noise going on that you guys probably can't hear, but if you can, I'm going to apologize it because it's in my habit to say I'm sorry for background noise if I can hear it, even if the microphone isn't picking it up, because the microphone is very weird about what it does and does not pick up. I'm right next to it. Sometimes it doesn't pick me up very well, but pick things up on the other side of the house quite clearly, which is weird, so I'm not sure what's going on. Either way, these are the final sets of battles. You must fight, summon, fight, and defeat every single Aeon that you have, which for me is every single Aeon. It's a lot shorter if you don't get every Aeon, if that's your purpose is speeding the game up, but if your purpose is speeding the game up, you won't get the Aeon to begin with. So every time you summon, it'll have the animation, and Yevon shows up, and it's really a long, drawn-out process. But it does have some meaning. You might notice something else fairly rapidly. Everyone has the halo above their head that comes with auto life. Yes, you cannot fail. Once you defeat the final Aeon, that's it. You cannot lose. Even if your entire party is wiped out by an overdrive, which is fairly likely if you're not very strong and you're summoning these. We are very strong, so we can murder them. Especially if you have the Mage's Sisters and you're not that powerful, the Mage's Sisters can very easily wipe your party. So you have auto life, everyone has auto life, it's permanent auto life, so when you die and come back, you get auto life again, so it's impossible to lose. If you are having difficulty with certain Aeons, just try your best, really. Just keep pounding on them. The real problem would be the Mage's Sisters, because they have the ability to heal themselves and each other, and cast auto life and full life, etc., etc. Apart from that, you can basically just keep pounding on them. You're likely to die several times on some of them, like maybe Bahamut or Anima, but just keep hitting them. They can't, well, they can kill you. They can't permanently kill you, though, so. The pagodas are also here again. The pagodas will heal the Aeon, etc., etc. Just ignore the pagodas. You can't zombie these. I don't believe you can, anyway. Nice dodge. Not sure how you manage that, but nice dodge. So I get to kill all of the people who I made into Aeons and have carried with me this entire journey, and now we get to kill them all. Permanently, by the way. This isn't like them being defeated in battle, this is they are dead. Which is why Yuna is having issues. That's basically the deal. Yevon possesses it, you kill the Aeon, Yevon flees, but the Aeon is dead. So basically you're just making it so Yevon has nowhere else to run, is the general gist of this deal here. There is no reason to drag these fights out to show you anything. These are your Aeons, you know what your Aeons can do. I'm not sure, because I don't really look up this, because it's just a fight. It's an auto-win fight, basically, it's just a matter of time. I never looked this up, but I don't think they get any sort of HP or damage or anything buffs. It doesn't seem like they do when Yevon possesses them, so it's just your Aeons. They don't get anything special, I don't think. You can have Yuna in the party if you want, but there's no reason to. She doesn't do much damage unless you have her with black magic or really powerful. There's no talk command or anything like that. She just gets progressively more distressed every single Aeon you kill. So basically we get to rinse and repeat this for the next like 30 minutes. And these summons are always full. It's just like when you're doing Aeon duels, because they're technically the opposing team. Regardless of what your setting is, the summon is always full summon. We're just gonna go back to our wreck face party. I will at least allow for some, leeway here. Some of the Aeons are hard to hit, so, bring in Lulu for, say, Shiva, because she has really high evasion but low everything else. So bring in Lulu, cast some level 3 fire. A double cast of Fainaru, or even probably a single cast of Fainaru, will probably be enough to kill Shiva. She's probably the one you might have the most difficulty hitting because her evasion is so high compared to everyone else's, and even compared to your accuracy if you haven't done very much grinding. If you haven't done very much power leveling with, a main party like I have. Also, if for whatever reason they do manage to get an overdrive, it's probably going to wipe your party. It doesn't matter, you have auto life, so... If you want to watch yourself get hit by a bunch of overdrives, you can just kind of chill, eventually they'll do it. I'm not going to do that though. We're just going to sit here and hit them once and then move on to the next one. I really like the look of a lot of them when Yevon possesses them. By the way, these are, I'm pretty sure, the exact models and stuff that are used for the Dark Aeons. This is in both versions of the game. Just the North American or original Japanese release did not have Dark Aeons. They had the model. They basically just reused the Yevon model. Or the possessed by Yevon model. I guess that would make them a Dark Aeon when Yevon possesses it. Either way, that's what Dark Aeons look like if you're curious. You can do it, Yuna, don't worry. There's only 3 more, because Yojimbo. Yojimbo is actually one of the easier ones, unless you get really unlucky, and he ends up using Zanmato or the, what is it? Wakizashi? I don't know what it is. His second best ability that hits all 3 nivers for like 100k or something. If he uses one of those, it's going to slow this process down. If he uses anything else, though, it's kind of irrelevant. Oh yeah, and I mentioned way earlier on that it doesn't matter if you don't get Seymour's overdrive in that part of the game when you're fighting the Sin Spawn at Mushroom Rock, I believe. And the reason for that is because his overdrive is just Ultima, so here's what his overdrive looks like for those of you who are curious and didn't get it before. It's the same animation, it just has a different name. It may even be the same skill, I'm not entirely sure, but there you go. It's a good ability. I don't like using it a lot, and it's basically worthless once you start getting into Super Boss land, because its Super Bosses are basically just quick hit or overdrives. Just quick hit, quick hit, quick hit, quick hit, and then overdrive, and then do more quick hits. Also, if you don't have any of these bonus Aeons, you don't get the amount of distressed Yuna that you would get, as you are seeing here. She gets really, really concerned by the end of it if you have every Aeon. Oh yeah, we never summoned Blank, did we? So here's his summon. So Yojimbo works in a complicated way. I would explain it, but it's really, you may as well just look up an FAQ. He's really quite complicated. There's a whole lot of math involved, and depending on his motivation, which is affected by the gil you give him and how you use him, if he doesn't die, etc., etc. Depending on his motivation, he will use different skills, and you can abuse knowledge of this to get him to use Zanmato fairly consistently without costing a fortune. And nothing in the game is technically immune to Zanmato. I think it's Demon Blade is what that means, or something like that, but nothing is technically immune to it, it just has different levels of likelihood. So obviously level 5 Zanmato is really unlikely to actually occur. It's the highest it goes. All the Dark Aeons are level 5. I think Sin is level 5. I think Yevon is technically level 5 for some reason, but whatever. If you're using Zenmato to do anything, you're kind of like doing it wrong. I don't want to say wrong really, but that's kind of what it is. There should be no point in the game where you actually use Zenmato, or have to use Zenmato. Unless, I should say, you're not doing Dark Aeons, and you forgot to do a Destruction Sphere or something like that. At that point, you can use the Zenmato, because if you're not going to do the Dark Aeons, it's just a lot of grinding for no reason. Specifically, a lot of people miss Besaid's Destruction Sphere, so they have to go back, but you can't get back there because Dark Valifor blocks the entry to the Besaid village. Which is also why I haven't shown getting Valifor's second overdrive, because, you know, Besaid village. So here's the Major Sisters, which I didn't rename. Pretty sure we already knew that because it was in a video, but whatever. They can be tricksy, but we're so powerful that we should be able to kill them. If we could hit them, apparently, that would be a good start to the process of killing them. No, apparently we just can't hit them. Alright. So this might cause some pain, probably some death, actually, because I know they're fully capable of doing, yeah, 100k to enemies without our defense, so prepare for probably many deaths, and probably an overdrive, but auto life. Sadly, auto life revives you with so little HP. Hey, we got one. That means they can't use their overdrive anyway. Interestingly enough, oh, don't do that. Interestingly enough, they can technically still use overdrives even when one of them is dead, but when you're controlling them, all three have to be alive. This is true of the Dark Aeons as well. They can still technically use an overdrive even when you're fighting one at a time. So we're probably going to see some overdrives here because we can't hit these things to save our lives. It's fine. Hey, 2 down. Still can't hit her. God dang it. She didn't use her overdrive. She did cast haste though. It's a good idea. Except she's dead. So it's kind of irrelevant, but you know. If you have the Major Sisters, they're the most trouble you're probably gonna have. Again, auto life, it doesn't matter. You'll be fine, don't worry about it. I also really like that scene when the camera swings around. If you're having trouble with this fight, a lot or all of your party members are going to be in their SOS state, so you'll see a lot of them like huffing and puffing, which looks cool. Anyway, welcome to Majora's Mask. I mean, Yevon. It's also a fight you can't lose.
Everyone, this is the last time we fight together. Okay?
Huh?
What I'm trying to say is, after we beat you, Yevon, I'll disappear.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying goodbye.
Not now.
I know it's selfish, but this is my story.
Welcome to the Yevon fight. Want to know an easy way to do it? The same way you did the final Aeon. Just inflict zombie on it and then murder it. Alternatively, I don't know how much HP he has. It may depend on a lot of things. Alternatively, just, you know, bash him with attacks. He doesn't actually do very much. He casts Ultima, I think, which, you know, woo, it'll probably kill you. You have auto life, it's fine. He's already dead. There you go. The fight's just like the Aeons. You can't die, you can't lose. Just keep hitting it like you were doing all of your Aeons. It's really kind of a weird fight. It's also kind of lame. Also, my capture card appears to be stuttering, so hopefully it's not doing that in the final bit. If you could die and lose those fights, it would be a much more interesting final boss, but you can't, so it's really just kind of fluff added to the end of the story for no reason, but that's it. So if you're done, if all you wanted to see was the story, this is it. So after this video, see ya. Thanks for watching and stuff. They got Dark Aeons and stuff to do if you want to hang around though. But yeah, thanks for watching if all you're here is for the story, and I'll see those of you next time for Dark Aeons.
Don't stop.
But
It's all right. It's been long enough. This is your world now.
Yuna, I have to go. I'm sorry I couldn't show you Xanarkand. Goodbye.
Hey!
we're gonna see you again!
Yuna!
I love you.
Yuna, it's time.
Everyone has lost something precious. Everyone here has lost homes, dreams, and friends. Everybody? Now, Sin is finally dead. Now, Spira is ours again. Working together. Now we can make new homes for ourselves and new dreams. Although I know the journey will be hard, we have lots of time. Together, we will rebuild Spira. The road is ahead of us, so let's start out today. Just one more thing. The people and the friends that we have lost. No dreams have faded. Never forget them.